look for when you go to check your grades. So when you log into your grade checking portal, right, you'll see two options, gradebook and classes/grades. Click the gradebook one. And when you click the gradebook, it's going to come up with your grades. So the person that I'm looking at is doing really well in English, doing really well in global studies, doesn't have grades in Spanish yet, which just means Mr. Ramirez hasn't put them in, right, which is not an issue. And then in algebra, he has a B. So let's take a look at the algebra grades because there's 4 grades in the gradebook right now, and I want to be really clear about what each grade means. So go down to the assignments. That's sort of the more useful section. So there's 4 assignments. I'm going to go through them from the first one. The first assignment is student survey, and that's a survey you turned in that just basically said who you'd like me to call, if you do something well, if you can see from the back of the room. That was that survey. So that's turned in. That was your first homework assignment. If you have a 5 out of 5, that means you turned it in. If you don't, that means you didn't turn it in, right? And you should turn it in. Materials. That's just if you had the materials check and you had all your materials. If you have a 5 out of 5, you're good. If you have a 4 out of 5, that means you had the materials but they were late. If you have a 0, that means you're still missing something. You still haven't shown me a folder or tape or mostly the folder is what people were missing here. And so there's going to be a materials check next week. So if you're missing that grade, that's the time to make that up. Then the next quiz is the Ken quiz. That's quiz 1.0. That quiz has is out of 60. So a lot of you got perfect scores, 60 out of 60. That's great. If you got a 50 out of 60, that's good. You can feel free to retake a 50 out of 60. You don't have to. If you got like a 40 out of 60 or a 30 out of 60, you should retake this quiz. Okay, and look, it says RM. That means remaster by September 20th. So it means you have until September 20th to take care of that. And then this last quiz that you got back from yesterday, that's quiz 1.1. That's on the order of operations. You have until September 23rd to retake this. Now, this person, they got a 65 out of 100 on this quiz. They got a 65%. So that's not good, and they should come and retake it. So this person would look at their grades and they would say, oh, I should come to office hours next week and make sure that I retake this quiz. And that would be what they would write in their planner.